The official patch notes for New World 1.0.2 dropped. Let's talk about it. Hello and welcome to my New World update and patch notes series. My name is CodeYo. I make survival, crafting, and MMO content. If you like what you see or hear, please do consider dropping a like, a comment, or maybe even subscribe if you'd like to see more content. So right off the bat, one of the first things they address is the service transfers, which still are not solidified. They say that they're still working on them, and that we can keep an eye out on the forum announcements to see how that goes down. Other than that, these patch notes mainly have to do with bug fixes. The first thing that they've done is they've tweaked faction missions. They've reduced the amount of influence increase over time significantly for attacking factions. This is to account for a bug that they found where the increase was multiplied much faster than intended over time. Remove the decrease in influence over time for defending factions. So even though we can see what they're doing, I think we're still going to have to see how this plays out. It's hard to get an exact idea of how this is going to pan out without actually testing it. General bug fixes. Fixed an issue where players could respawn as a corpse. Never ran into that one. Fixed an issue where the tier 3 fishing treasure chest wouldn't fight back after being hooked. I wonder if this is one of the things that those fishing bots were abusing, that they could tell that there was no tension on the line, so they would just keep going over and over and over until they got one of those. Fix an issue causing players kicked, suspended, banned, or removed from the game by easy anti-cheat to receive unclear communication. Additional messaging has been added so players can understand the penalty that they received. So this is somewhat in part with the whole mass report banning, if you guys have heard about that. If you don't know, there was a belief that there was some sort of number, maybe be 20 or 30 or whatever, that if enough people reported somebody over a given period of time, that they would just automatically be banned. And the belief was that this was being abused right before wars and targeting, defending, or attacking companies. It turns out that's not true. An Amazon employee came out and said that that doesn't exist, that there's no system in play for that, and apparently got a little bit heated with the streamer who was like, no, I have proof. And Amazon's like, I have more proof, I work here. But believe what you will, the idea so far is that people that were getting banned had been reported at some point for something ban worthy. And then when they started getting mass reported, it seemingly pushed their priority to the top of the list, so somebody would review it right then and there, and they would review the first cases. So they might see like bug abuse or this or exploit, and then they see 30 random things about like he's hacking or something, people just trying to get it banned. Alright, fix an issue causing territory influence to be reset after an invasion. Fix an issue where players attempting to take a split amount of stacked items from a different settlement their faction owns, they were charged for the entire cost of the items in the stack. That would be frustrating. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, if you own two factions, or if your faction owns two regions, you can quick transport stuff between the two storage chests. It just takes a little bit of gold. Fix a game crash caused by a player targeting another player with a healing effect at the exact moment they fast traveled or teleported away. Fix an issue reducing variety and potential quantity of loot obtained from the game modes and chests within the world. Okay, I need more information on this, because if they're just straight up nerfing the amount of chests we get from, say, corruptions, that could end up being an issue. But they don't say anything. They just said game modes. You get what feels like too many chests from corruption portals. You definitely do, but we need that so that we can farm our repair pieces. So gonna have to look into that one. Fix an issue causing some crafting bonuses to not provide the minimum intended values. That would suck. Fix an issue where overflow items and storage transfer to a different territory. That would also suck. I'm also curious where my stuff goes if my storage is full and something in the trade house doesn't sell. I wonder if that's just been shooting itself somewhere else. Fix an issue where petting Barkamedes caused the camera to jitter. This actually exists in a lot of different instances in the game. A lot of crafting tables too. Fix an issue causing the ice pylon ability to not cool down appropriately. What I want to see is turn the ice pylon's health bar green for anybody friendly to you. Because right now it's causing people in melee as well to auto lock onto it. If you guys didn't know, the melee weapons do have sort of a lock on feature. It's most noticeable with like hatchet, sword and shield, great axe I believe. But right now it's targeting ice pylon, so it's kind of messing people up a little bit. It's also just a cluster thing in fat groups. Fix an issue where settlement storage can become massively overflowed by expired contracts. Okay, this is what I was wondering. Fix an issue where, well, how'd they fix it? Just as they fixed it, but what are they doing to fix it? Did they massively over... So where do the items go now? Okay. I need to see more information in their patch notes. I feel like some of these are lacking. Fix an issue where players' movement could stutter after becoming encumbered by logging. This is not just by logging. This happens with everything. Every single thing that can put you over encumbrance will make you just trip out. Maybe it's caused by logging stuff being in your inventory, but I've definitely just gone out and harvested for a long time, or I've just looted or skinned, and then I'll be like a pound over the threshold, and the game will tell me I'm over the threshold, but I still move at my normal speed. I can still use abilities and everything, but my character is spazzing out. Fix an issue where there were not enough chests at Hapless Homestead to fulfill faction quest requirements. This drove me nuts, right? Because we have all these quests, get these 4 chests, get these 4 chests, and some of them, there's only 4 things available, and one of them's a well, and you finally find that thing, and you're like, oh my god, I had no idea that this was an option, and you're just so goddamn mad, right? But then there's Hapless Homestead, where you have to have 5 chests, and they only have 1. There's only 1. There's no well, there's no other way to get the chest requirement, and it respawns every hour. It takes you 5 hours at the absolute fastest to complete this one faction mission. So I was actually, if I sound a little heated, it's because I am. I've spent hours back at this place, taking the quest again and be like, you know what, maybe it's there. Maybe it was bugged. Maybe there's another chest I can find. Maybe there's a well. No, there's 1. So I'm really surprised that made it into the game, because you go right through Windsward. You know, it seems like every server, a lot of the bulk starting people spend a lot of time in Windsward. So Hapless Homestead's been attempted by hundreds of thousands of people, and they didn't realize that there was only 1 chest available. So fix an issue causing players to randomly teleport. To where? Short distances, like rubber banding, or like, hello, different region. Fix an issue where players disappear if standing still when a campsite turret blueprint is held. Oh, that would be really cheaty if you could go invisible in PvP. Fixed a visual issue causing repeater turrets to appear as if they were firing projectiles at an angle that did not align with the turret. Fixed miscellaneous game crashes. Hey, you guys didn't, maybe it's still down here, but they still haven't fixed the bugs that they fixed last week, supposedly. I still get the abandoning event bug and the achievement sometimes. Fix an issue where marsh straw respawns slower than intended at flatfish fishery. Fix an issue causing certain bears to respawn faster than intended. Oh! Fix an issue causing twice the intended number of boars to spawn at the Boarsholm, POI, and Restless Shores. Okay, I've been saying that my video on the skinning is still going to be the best thing moving forward, because it wasn't an exploit. And you can get to max skinning in just a couple hours at the absolute max. That's if you don't have enough bag space, or you're not high enough level to actually have enough encumbrance and you're walking too much to empty your stuff. But this is good. I knew these 2 methods were exploits, to a degree, kind of. There were bugs in the game. They should not be spawning that fast. Apparently it's been in game since alpha, so that's a bit of a bummer. But the other ones, the guard hounds, the boars, everything that I've shown still works. So that's good. I'm going to post a comment on that later. Fix an issue where players could be prompted to purchase an item they had previously started the unlocking process on in the in-game store when trying to unlock another item immediately after. That's a long sentence. Fixed an issue causing store previews for skins to not work correctly when the player was actively wielding a weapon. Fixed an issue where Righteous Guardian armor skin would not change color in war. Fixed an issue where the Runic Bear armor would not change color in war. Fixed an issue causing incorrect poses when previewing store items. Interesting. Okay, so there's not a lot here. I was actually really hoping for something more. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen in the game, and it needs to happen in the game soon. Alright guys, that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to see more, please do consider dropping a sub, clicking that bell icon. I've never once asked about the bell icon, I always forget. So, slap that. That's all. It's early, I'm tired. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and as always, peace.